I made a shocking discovery today when I was hanging out over at MEUK's Discord server.
Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well,
Now level.
I'm gonna go from there, this purple one, to here.
Yes.
And we're gonna say it's a mile.
Okay.
All right. So and we're gonna fill it up with water.
Okay.
Now it fills up with water and it equalises. So I'd say the line from this end to that end is horizontal, right? Because it's a tool to establish a horizontal plane of reference. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't have to be straight. You can have like a bump in the middle.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So you will tap one in the middle.
Yeah.
What would you say for that one then?
Well, it should be, the thing should be higher, but the level should be, water level should be the same
we're
as
saying
the one.
horizontal, right? So if
Yeah.
if from here to here, that is a straight line, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here, what would you say would happen to the water level in this water here when you're referencing it with the line that goes all the way across?
So so if it's straight, what would happen to the one in the middle?
Yeah.
It would be the same level.
It would be the same level, being on the same line, straight line.
Yes.
From
Yes.
here to there.
Yeah, if the line is straight, yes.
Okay, so if we do that, yeah, we'd say that is a straight line all the way across, and that would be the same as that, and the same as that.
Well, if you take the one on the left out of it,
That one.
if you take this one out and you only have the one in the middle,
Yeah.
and the one on the right,
That one.
yes, they would be the same level.
Okay, they would be straight, right? So if you took this one out,
Yeah, the same.
they
Those
would be
two
on
would
the
be
straight line. If you took this one out,
Well, I've never tried it with 3, so
no,
I would
you
assume
you wouldn't ever put this one in.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Right. So what you could effectively do is you could move this one to here, couldn't you?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just take the other one out.
Right. Yeah.
and
So
have-
if you start here with them both together and go all the way along and you plot it, and you get all the way here, all of those plots would be on that straight line, wouldn't they?
Yes, it's still expensive. It's almost getting as expensive than meat, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I always thought fish were cheap up there.
No, not really.
Oh.
I heard in Iceland, like a lot of people really believe in the Norse type stuff.
Yes, some do.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe in elves, you know.
Yeah.
Elves.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they speak Elvish?
I knew elves were real.
You know,
Yeah.
like I have experienced a lot of weird stuff, man, and the only explanation I can find is elves.
Really? Like
Whoa.
what have you personally
So
experienced?
there's this lake, you know, and next to my village, and I used to take my dog there when he was alive. We used to take him there every weekend, and there was this big rock and a couple of trees around it. And every time I would walk past the rock, he would always stop and stare at the rock and just bark at it.
Because those the characters in the Disney film Frozen, you know, the little rock, the rocks that come to life, they're based on Icelandic kind of mythological
Lore? Lore?
Not lore, but kind of folklore. Yeah.
And there's also this one other stone that it was a huge stone, and it was like kinda in the way of a highway that we were making. And every time when construction were going to take it away, every machinery broke down. When it was
wow.
going to take it. So yeah, so weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's a
bit weird.
beautiful place, man. You guys get a lot of like green auroras and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the auroras borealis or something?
I tried to stream it last night on Discord live.
Oh, you'll have to
really?
let us know
Oh,
when you're
yeah, I'd
doing that. I'd
love to
love
see
to
that.
watch that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
like one of my dream destinations is to go to Iceland and see the Aurora Borealis.
I'd
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
What about Canada? You can come to Canada, Emma.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
full
the
of
hot
fucking
springs
French.
either, do you?
We do actually. If you go to the mountains, there is hot springs.
No,
Yeah, we have hot
DP's
springs in the
right. It's
mountains.
Go to the
full of
mountains,
French.
man. I
of
only have to
French.
drive like 20 minutes, man,
Oh,
Yeah, I
to
only have
get to one of those.
I only have to
Oh.
drive like 4 or 5 hours, and I'd be in the mountains in the hot springs.
Dude,
Canada's
man,
full of French.
man, talking about mountain, man, I can see mountain throughout my window, man.
Oh, don't.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so
If I
jealous.
drive for 4 hours, I can see the mountain out my window.
Man, my country is so small. If you drive for 4 hours, you almost go like across it. No, just kidding.
What mountains do you guys have there? What's the name of the mountains?
We name like every mountain, so.
Oh, it's not like,
Jeez.
but you don't have a name like, you know how we have the Rocky Mountains here in Canada, which is a whole bunch of mountains. You don't have a name like that for all the
Well,
mountains kind of
yeah,
together.
well, yes and no. We have like a lot of glaciers that we name mostly, like so people know them,
Right.
But then we have a thing called the Highland, which is all just mountains. So.
Oh wow,
so
like in Scotland, the Highlands.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, because the northern part, I think, of Iceland is just kind of really just pristine wildlife, sort of.
Well, I live in northern Iceland, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I live in northeast.
Oh, nice. So it's this capital, is it south?
Yeah, southwest.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't most of the centre of Iceland is barren, isn't it? There's nobody lives in the centre, and
Yeah, it's all
everything's
mountains.
everything's around the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all mountain and desert. We have the biggest desert in Europe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Reykjavik. And then, is that how you pronounce it? Reykjavik?
Yeah.
Nice. Is it fun living there? Do you enjoy living in Iceland?
Well, sometimes I get a little bit sad and I want to go because I go a lot of times to other countries. I go to Europe a lot, to go on vacation.
Uh-huh.
And because
Yeah.
in the winter time it gets really very rough,
Do you have like a day or a few days in the winter where it's just darkness all the time? There's no light.
Yeah.
And how long is that for?
In the winter time, it's like we only get almost like 1 to 2 to 3 hours of sunlight some days in the
Does
winter.
the sunset really late there in the summertime?
In the summer, because I live so far north, I can see the sun for 24 hours.
You can actually
Wow.
see the sun. For
Yeah,
24
I
hours.
can see the sun for the whole time.
I know you said you can see the sun, but I just want to clarify. You can actually see the sun and just not the sunlight
Yeah, I can see the sun, the ball sun.
for 24 hours straight.
Yes, but not the whole thing. I can see the half of it.
For how long is that? Like for a week?
It's in high summer,
Like
So for
July?
a month or two.
Oh,
Would it kind
really?
of straddle the summer solstice? Like what is that, around June 21st or something?
Yeah, around that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's June, July.
Wait a second. You can see the sun all day, every day for over a month?
No, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it has to be clear, like so. Because I live, there's nothing in the way, so I just see the ocean and the sun setting in northeast. So it rises in northeast and sets in northeast.
It rises in the northeast and sets in the
Yeah,
northeast.
because it doesn't set,
Right.
So it might rise in the southwest and set in the.
That's weird, actually. Trying
Yeah.
to wrap my head around that.
A travel guide said that mid-August the sun will only set once per day, and that's like or not. I read that wrong. Sorry. The sun basically gets 3 hours.
I can go
3
and
hours of nighttime.
I can show you guys. I can show you guys how it works. Okay, I just have to go outside. Cause I live in a valley. No, not a fjord. So I'm connecting my phone.
Hey, you see some weird stuff up there. You're a globe person, right? I mean, what makes you think? What makes you think you're on a globe?
Because my father has been to Antarctica, and he told me like the northern lights that we see all the time. They 1 second. Wait, 1 second. I'm going outside. Okay. Okay. So the aurora lights, they work at the north and the south. You don't see them in America, So
you see them in the north and the south.
Yeah, you see them in the north.
Actually, if I could interrupt, I think they do see them in some states in America. The aurora borealis.
But how does that prove a ball?
Yeah, and I don't know how it would either.
I don't understand how that would.
It has to be north and south, like a battery,
Well, in Alaska, right? Don't they sometimes they say great the
But Alaska's pretty north.
Alaska, it has to be like how a battery works, the north and south.
But like Michigan, I'm pretty sure they can see them in Michigan. I think, if I remember right, sometimes.
Actually, have you ever seen the green flash?
You just have to be in a big magnetic field for north and south. So
Yeah,
if the world would be
that's
flat,
right.
you can't go from north to south if it's flat. Then you have to go under. And the only thing you can
Have
go
you
under
ever
of a
seen
battery.
No, that's
Have
not.
you ever seen a
That's
green
not true.
flash at a sunset?
So guys,
hold
I'll
on,
show
you
you.
guys here. You guys are tag teaming them too hard here.
Okay, so
No, I'm just asking. I don't think anybody can hear me right now. I said, have you ever seen a green flash?
You want me to show you how the sun works?
Oh, look at that! Beautiful.
So the sun in the summertime, if you are there, the sun comes from here, from this mountain. From that mountain over here, goes up. It goes here, like this, like here, and to the mountain right there, and goes here. You can see it, and it goes back up.
Right. So you've. It's an analemma, yeah.
Yeah, but in
that
the
is
winter,
the top part of the analemma.
Yeah, you can see when you're standing at that town over there, outside there, you can see it the whole time. But now in the winter, it rises here. So it comes here, rises from this mountain, goes all the way over here, and sets there.
How far away do you think that sun is when it sets?
How far? It's between the valleys, the mountain there, and this mountain right there. See, the sun is right there. You can see it. It's setting right there.
What time is it there for you?
Now it's almost 6 o'clock. It's 17:52.
Almost 6 o'clock.
So the sun will go down here, and the moon will be like right there when it comes from here.
What do you think
From
causes
here.
those green lights?
Green lights?
What do you think
What do you mean?
I mean, you ever seen a green? Hang on, I don't know if you can hear me or not because I've asked about 3 times. Have you ever seen a green flash at a sunset before?
No, I don't recall.
Okay, a lot of people see that when, from with a super zoom camera. But it reminds me of the aurora borealis, which they say is upper level oxygen, which I guess would be fueled by electromagnetism. I just didn't know if you knew much about it.
No, I don't recall seeing any green lights from the sun.
Yeah,
Can we
I think
can we go back to
interrelated.
the Antarctic? You said was it your father has been to
Yeah.
Antarctica?
Okay, so my father went there, and he found it very weird because when you went there, he saw aurora lights, so he found that weird, and also how how in the wintertime there, which is in the summertime here, the sun works exactly the same. So you in the winter he said you will have no light, like no sunlight, but in the summertime you only have sunlight and sun, you know.
Yeah,
And
the
we have
dark
Is
different,
get twilight.
is
and
that
we have
sunlight or a visible sun?
a visible sun and the sunlight at the same time, just same as here. It depends
Uh,
where you are. You
So
know?
how come
so
it's been shown at the North Pole to be 24-hour sun, but it's never been shown at the South Pole?
it has.
No,
He
it
just told
hasn't.
me. So
All the
it works like this. If it
videos that have been shown of a
if it
24-hour sun are loops and fakes. They're edited.
if you see it like this, so this is how if it was a ball, you know, like this. So let's say Iceland is here, you know, on top here. So it's no, like here. So it's tilted like this, you know.
What are you talking about now?
So it's see. I'm just explaining how it works, you know.
What works? What are you
How you
talking
can
about?
see the sunlight at for the winter, no, summer in Iceland all the time, and Antarctica the summer all the time.
He's talking
All I
about
can
the
see
tilted
is you twisting your
23.4
hand
degree.
around.
No,
Have I
no,
It's
I'm
not-
just
just saying
the tilt of the Earth, I think.
Doing
Yeah.
rabbit
So-
shapes.
like it is. You can see it all the time, you know.
Oh,
So
what, you
it
twisting
tilts.
your hand again?
Do it.
It's-
Okay,
No, it's
man.
a tilt. He's
Okay,
Do
man.
a bear.
Okay, there is no part of
So-
explaining.
do you think that we don't understand how your model works?
No, I'm just telling you how I see it. I'm not telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how I think
Yeah,
it
but
is.
surely the way you think it works would be the way everybody
I
else
was
thinks it
trying. I
works.
was trying to do it. You know.
Yeah,
They-
yeah,
I
and
was
we
interested in
completely.
that. That was good, that.
They're tough. They're a tough crowd here, just so you know, Helga.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know. I hear.
Kind of threw you to the lions a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
It's
wanted to
okay.
say.
You want to
I
see
don't
us
mind it.
grill the
It's
flat
okay.
earthers?
Yeah, Jeremy got it earlier.
Yeah.
I get it every day. It seems like lately.
Yeah, but you like it because you come back for more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. I don't know if you guys still want to keep going
Yeah.
down that road or if you want to talk about geometry and stuff. But that's. I had talked to this guy last night. Do you? Hey, you know that drawing you did last night? Do you still have that on paper?
Yeah, but we fucked it a little bit up because we were drawing on other things on it, you know. You know?
Oh, I see.
But and yeah, I have another reason why I think it's around, you know.
What's that?
So it's weird because there is this place in Iceland, you know. You can go on top of this mountain, and you can see what you are supposed to see, and you can see, but not with your own eyes. You have to have there's this special telescope they can use, so you can see Iceland from Greenland. So
Iceland from Greenland. How far is Iceland away from Greenland?
230 kilometers, something like that.
And how tall is the mountain you're on?
The mountain that you're seeing is 3,700 meters, I think, something around that. And the mountain that you're standing on to see it is 500 meters. And
So
I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. So I entered the world calculator, like for curvature, you know, and it matched. How do you say? It matched perfectly the what you were supposed to see.
perfectly. Wait, before.
I just.
Is it him that's breaking up or me?
No, I think
It's
he's
him.
breaking
Oh,
up.
okay.
Oh, sure, it could be me. I'll connect to my computer 1 second.
Yeah, because I was gonna. Before shit hits the fan here, I had one
Sorry,
more
this
question.
could be better.
There's no shit hitting anything.
No, I just had one more quick question before I go on mute. I was just curious what brought you like how long have you been in these discords like about the shape of the earth? It's pretty new, haven't you been, or what?
Yeah, it's been new. It's like a month, two.
Okay. I was just curious what brought you over here. Was it like some
Just
of the
listening.
observing?
Just
Oh,
listening.
okay. But like, how did you come across it? Because it's probably not a normal thing to just come across.
My friend sent it to me.
Oh, I see.
They sent me the 24/7 flat Earth Discord.
Oh,
And
so you've been in there?
yeah, I've been listening for like a month there, but then one day I got banned. I don't know. I just came on. I don't know. I don't know. I just came online and I was banned. I was like, okay. I have no reason. I have no reason why. I was just listening, you know.
You never even talked.
Well, I talked sometimes when they asked me, you know, but I didn't bring any like arguments up for them. No.
Huh.
If they ask me, they only ask me for like photos of my father in Antarctica and I send them. That's basically it, you know.
And then they banned you.
And then they banned me.
Yeah.
You actually sent them photos of your dad in Antarctica?
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, you're trusting.
Well, it's not. Who could it harm?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a cold
Yeah,
world out there.
it's only harmful if you're on this side of the argument, God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're on the other side, it don't matter.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I was just curious how you, because I didn't really see you around until last night. But
So what? Oh, sorry, go on.
yeah, go. I'm gonna go on mute. These guys are the conversation we were having last night. I know I DM'd you and asked you if you wanted to kind of continue on with that. So some of these guys have been having the conversation about
I can get the
surveying and
paper.
geometry. Well, it doesn't matter that you can still have it. I was just curious if you still had it.
Yeah, I have it here. Let's see.
Can I just get an opinion before we get into it? Can I just get an opinion from you
before shit hits the fan?
No, just before we get into everything else. What is your view of the whole subject matter?
So, my view is, like people think other people are stupid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. No one is actually really stupid because when I actually look at it, we all could be wrong. It's only what you think it is, you know. You are never actually correct, no matter what you say. So everything is like a belief, you know. Because I've worked with some weird people, you know, and they think some weird shit, you know. And for them, they are right, you know. And I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. But that doesn't, like, people believe in flat Earth and they say I'm stupid, you know. I don't think they are stupid. They think a lot of, like, they dig deep for research, you know. And
okay.
So it's a valid argument, sure. Like
Yeah.
I can be a flat earther. I can just say that. Sorry, man. I can come up with arguments to say it's not circle, but I just seen some weird shit, and so like when I'm observing the sun from my house, I do not feel like I'm like the sun is going around me. I feel like I'm going and I'm turning around at it, you know.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's basically it.
Again, yeah, there's lots of arguments against those points that you've raised,
course,
you know, but none of them can be proven conclusively. We can't measure the distance to the sun. We can't say for sure that we are spinning, even though nobody feels any motion. You know, none of these points can be proven. And what we are working towards here is using the proofs that are within the geometric system as evidences and more than evidences. So if the geometric system is proven to show that it's not what you're told it is, and it can be shown demonstrably and by anybody anywhere, would you then change your belief system?
I would change my belief system if, like, I think the only thing that would change me like I'm no toxic man, you know. So
No,
I'm really friendly.
I kind of got that impression from you when the first couple of words you said, actually, that, you know, this would be a good conversation.
Yeah. So I just want to be honest. Like, I can be wrong. I can be wrong about some things, and I can be right about some things. And the only thing that could probably convince me the Earth is not flat is seeing it for myself, you know. And that's pretty. That's pretty, like, how do you say, hypocritical, because I haven't seen that it's around, you know.
That's a fair point, you know. And if we gave you the tools to geometrically prove to yourself, because at the end of the day, the only person you can prove it to is yourself.
Mm.
You can't convince anybody else to have your proof. They need their proofs, you need yours. So if we can give you the tools to do it within geometry, all you have to do then is go out and do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're aiming towards here.
Yeah, we have the picture from last night. So you want to
I don't
see
know.
it?
Yeah, I don't know how important it was. I was just gonna comment.
So
When you use the tangent to figure out the radius on the circle, it could also represent the exact same situation. Could represent your field of view, your 360-degree field of view on a flat plane, right? It doesn't prove or disprove
yeah, it doesn't.
a ball in that manner.
Yeah. But that would still. Well, yeah, that could. This would not work if it would be the whole like flat Earth. This could only work if this was your view, you know.
Yeah, and that's all it would be, because you can only draw that
Because
based on your view.
yeah, and we know the world isn't this big, man. We know the planet
Right.
isn't this. This is pretty small, you know.
Right. So
And
I wanted to just kind of bring that to your memory,
yeah.
because
I know. Yeah.
people say that, you know, with these tangent lines and stuff, you can prove sphericity, but I believe that Bev and these guys have come up with a way to figure it out one way or the other, and that's what DP was talking about, and they'll explain to you what I'm talking about. And I'm just gonna go on mute because I'm doing stuff in the background and I don't want to be noisy.
Are we on? Game on.
Yeah, I think so.
So, are you you're practical, dude, Helgi?
Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Well, I mean, like, you've done practical things, right? You've not sat at a computer or at a desk all your life, right? You've
Yeah.
okay. So, when you hear the word level,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
So it does not mean when you're leveling up in World of Warcraft, you know, but it
Yeah.
it mean I would think about another level at some kind of house, you know. So work construction, you say another level. So I would think say a higher elevation, you know.
Okay, so at the same elevation, right? It would mean
The same level.
yeah, perpendicular to vertical, right?
I'm gonna interrupt real quick, just so you know, Bev. He actually works in construction.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Just to give you an idea.
Yeah, it's normally easy. Yeah. So all we've got to do really is link level with horizontal, right? Neither gaining height or going down in height, right? It stays level, even.
Oh, okay.
Well, so you've got the tools you have are a plumb bob and a level, right? A plumb bob does vertical, and a level, the tool, does horizontal, right? So, have you ever used a water level?
You mean the So I'm
The-
so bad at English like construction words. So I have to-
Yeah. The water level like a tool, it's a big hose pipe, big tube.
Oh, you mean with the with a ball with a ball in it, like the
No, just a tube that you fill
just
with
a tube.
water.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So if you imagine a tube, let's say a mile long, that's filled with water,
Okay.
the water level at each end of that tube will equalize, right? And it's called a water level because it establishes a level horizontal, right?
Yes, but like almost most water lines are filled to the top. You know, they have pressure in it.
Yeah, not this one though, right? This is a tool, the level. It's
Okay.
it's a tool that they use on building sites, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so over a mile, that tube, the water in that tube would equalize and level out, right? So it would establish a horizontal plane of reference.
Yes.
Okay, well, if the water level is horizontal and all of the tools that establish horizontal are called levels, then how do you assume that level can curve around a ball?
Because the normal answer would, I think, be because it's so massive, you know, and this is so small, so you couldn't find the level. Because if I can draw it for you,
Okay, but do you assume that there is an amount of curvature on your model?
yeah, I think there's
Okay.
curvature, yeah.
Okay. So you've
So-
got curvature, so it's there to find, right? It would be if everything that you know about a horizontal line, right, and a curvature, right? The horizontal doesn't have a curvature, and if you have tools that can establish a horizontal, then you should be able to measure that curve from the horizontal, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Jesse
Yeah.
Kozlowski?
No.
He's the best well, the best. I'd say he's one of the most prized guru surveyors within the globe model believing surveyors, and he says you can measure it because the water level must drop from the horizontal.
Okay.
Okay, you're drawing a circle. I like it. Straight into a circle. We're talking about level and horizontal, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Always.
Okay.
Always with the circle.
So,
All right, Bev, just to interject, I've just dropped a like a short animation into the debate discussion. Helgi, if you click on that, that's the kind of the principles of a water level, so that you're both.
He understands. If he's worked
Yeah,
in
yeah,
construction, he understands, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we were talking about like carpenter levels last night, and I think that's where his head was, at least at first.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I like this drawing. I like the
So-
geometry. Hey, would you class yourself quite good at geometry here, Helgi?
No.
You've gone to your drawing, so
Yeah, I draw a lot of houses like architect, so.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's brilliant.
But not on this paper.
Yeah.
I do it in the computer. Anyways, most of the time. Anyways, so let's say you're here, okay?
Well, I'm
So-
there.
Yeah, so this is the Earth, okay? So we have.
Oh, that's
Let's
not.
say-
It's a pretty
let's say it
big
like this.
assumption, right?
So let's say it like this, okay? So yeah, here is Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, Spain, you know, and okay, you see it? Okay. So, if it's like this, you know, and you are here. Now, if this would be you, shit, fix it. You would be pretty tall, you know.
I wouldn't. I'd never be pretty tall.
Okay, so if this is the Earth. This is pretty tall, you know. We have nothing as this tall, you know.
Okay, this is scale, right?
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is like huge, you know, because it goes so high up. Okay. And you have another one here. Now that is huge, also.
Okay.
So if we,
Like,
zoom
I know
in,
you're saying this, but what your scale is? Do you know where you're getting that from?
what do you mean,
Well, you're just drawing a circle, and you're saying that other thing is huge, but I mean, it doesn't look very huge.
Okay,
So,
I'll
like,
just
you've
okay,
got a picture
I
of
can
an
put numbers.
imagination of something in your head, right?
Yeah, I can put numbers if you want.
No, I mean, I don't think it'd be any. The numbers won't help either. All I'm seeing is the circumference of a circle, and you're doing some little lines, and then telling me to imagine I'm that little line stood. Well, am I stood there or led down?
No, you're just standing there. This is just you, you know.
Okay, standing on a ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing on a ball.
We don't.
Yeah.
That's an assumed ball, right? So.
Yeah,
you've told us your
just
assumption, and we already know that you think you have a model, right?
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is establish how you got that idea. I mean, I understand that you could fully think that you do that, right? What do you have as a basis of saying that?
I'm just explaining like how you think water level is straight, you know?
Yeah.
So it goes straight up. Well, not curved.
It's horizontal. Yeah, we've just said.
Yeah. I'm just saying why.
Okay.
I think it is.
It is curved or straight.
Yeah, it is straight because it's so small. So if you're standing here, this would be straight for you.
Yeah, but this water level, like I said, is a mile long. Just this one, theoretically, we're talking about, right? Have you ever seen a canal? Do you have canals over there in Iceland? I presume you might have, or I don't know whether you will or not. Over here in the UK, it's just like a body of water that you put barges on, right?
Okay, yeah.
Separated by locks at each end.
Yeah, we don't have those, but I know what it is.
Okay. Well, just imagine you're at the side of one of those, and it's a mile long.
Okay.
And then we've got a 3 posts. You're going to put one post at the beginning, and one in the middle, and one at the other end, stretching out a mile, right?
Yeah, it does not curve. It's all straight.
Okay, so the horizontal, you could get the tool and set a horizontal across.
Yeah, I can get a laser and it is straight.
Okay, right. So we mark those 3 posts with a laser mark, and they're all horizontal, all of them. The line that goes through all 3 is horizontal, and it's horizontal at each of the bits because it's horizontal all the way across.
Think about this like this. So, okay, I'll just draw it in here. So this is the canal, okay? But you're looking at it. So this is you standing here, and you're looking at it this way, okay? So you'll see it like this. Like this is the canal. So the water is here, and this is the top, you know. And the water begins here.
Okay, so this is elevation, right?
Yeah. So this is elevation. This is height.
Side view.
So so the other guy is standing here.
Yeah. Okay. So he's standing on the canal towpath.
Yeah. So you're just looking at each other, you know. But you're so far away you can't see the set. Okay. So if you mark it from here, and it says it's 10 meters from the top and to the sea, and you do it from here, and
Yeah.
it's 10 meter as well.
Yeah.
And you do it from here,
Yeah.
and it's 10 meters as well.
Yeah.
And if you put a laser here, if you put it up on in the water, and you put a laser here,
Yeah.
and it's trying to connect to each laser, you know, it has to have a receptor so it can beep, you know.
Okay.
That's how that's how I use it.
Oh, you've used the surveyor tool.
Well,
have you?
I use lasers to get the houses like 90 degrees, and the flooring to be straight.
Okay.
So if it's far away enough, if it would be very long, let's say 1 kilometer.
Yeah, just a mile.
Yeah, what? Yeah, so 1 kilometer. This and 1 kilometer here. It will get this one,
Uh-huh.
but it won't. The laser won't get this one.
Yeah. Lasers, especially over water, right?
Yeah, well, if it could see it, it couldn't go to this one because of the little curvature the Earth would make. You know. Well, I don't know but it is still the same level. You know.
Okay.
It is still the same level everywhere, but the laser should not be able to
So
get to this one.
that's not horizontal then.
Well,
when you say they're level, you don't mean horizontal like you did earlier when you were saying a level is a tool for establishing a horizontal.
Yeah, if you could get
You've
this
just-
tool right here, if you get this tool right here, I don't know the name, like this tool with a water bulb in it, you know?
No, that's
You know this tool?
that's a spirit level with
Yeah, just
spirit
talking-
in
yeah,
it.
that.
That's not a water level. Do you want to? I've got a camera. Do you want me to?
Sure, man.
Do you want to?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid he was thinking of his level.
That's why I said about the animation,
Mhm.
just so that you could both
Let me get me.
know what everybody was talking about.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's why I had piped up.
Do you want to just have a quick look in the debate discussion thing?
Yep.
Because like DP said, I thought you said you'd worked in construction, and I thought we got that.
So yeah, it was the last post in the debate discussion. It's a white square with a play button. Just click the play button. It's only about 35 seconds.
Yeah, you're just talking about how
Right.
toilets work, you know?
Toilet.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
he
what
just
about the
call
same
your
way?
water level
He
a
did.
toilet?
He did. He just called DP's thing toilet trash.
Yeah, his
No.
meme a
Yeah, man.
toilet.
I don't think it was aimed at the meme.
That's what it sounded like to me, but anyhow,
He said you're describing how toilets work. That's not how toilets work.
He's talking about like a pea trap.
About how they
it's
flush.
trapped in a drain.
Yeah, or how they flush. Like you've got water. The tank is higher than the drain.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah, but there's no tank with the water level, is there?
Oh yeah.
You know what a pea trap is, right?
Yeah, it's the water trap that's in the U-bend of a toilet.
Best
Yeah,
take
vapor
this off.
block.
Yeah. Stops the bad smells coming up the pipe
yeah.
into your bathroom.
It's not just
Yeah,
in a
kinda.
toilet, it's every drain you have in your house.
You're seeing it kind of works the same way. The water level is established in that pea trap.
Like a vapor lock. That way the smells can't. Well, they can, but they don't as much.
Only the sentient air particle.
Yeah.
Gonna have to fill this.
You guys are all so easily
Gonna have to fill this
sidetracked.
back up
You
again,
talking
aren't I?
about toilets.
Well, Bev's setting something up here. That's why I think it's a little lull.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so I see it.
You've seen that thing, right? So see this.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah.
Right, that's a water level, right?
Okay.
All of that. Just a tube.
Yeah, if you
You fill it up with water. Right?
yes.
Okay. So when it's filled up with water, the water level is the same. And then
it would
when
go,
you
yeah.
move it apart, the water level you can adjust, right? To find
Yes.
the water level, right? So
Yes.
what we're going to do is we're going to do that here. We're going to go from
Yes.
there, this purple one, to here.
Yes.
And we're going to say it's a mile.
Okay.
All right. So and we're going to fill it up with water.
Okay.
Now, it fills up with water and it equalises. So I'd say the line from this end to that end is horizontal, right? Because it's a tool to establish a horizontal plane of reference. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't have to be straight. You can have like a bump in the middle.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So you will tap one in the middle.
Yeah.
What would you say for that one then?
Well, it should be, the thing should be higher, but the level should be, water level should be the same
it's
as
saying
the one.
horizontal, right? So if
Yeah.
if from here to here, that is a straight line, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here, what would you say would happen to the water level in this water here when you're referencing it with the line that goes all the way across?
So so if it's straight, what would happen to the one in the middle?
Yeah,
It would be the same level.
it would be the same level, being on the same line, straight line.
Yes.
From
Yes.
here to there.
Yeah, if the line is straight, yes.
Okay, so if we do that, yeah, we'd say that is a straight line all the way across, and that would be the same as that, and the same as that.
Well, if you take the one on the left out of it,
That one.
if you take this one out and you only have the one in the middle,
Yeah.
and the one on the right,
That one.
yes, they would be the same level.
Okay, they would be straight, right? So if you took this one out,
yeah, the same.
They
Those
would be
two
on
would
the straight line. If you took this one out,
well, I've never tried it with 3, so
no,
I would assume
you wouldn't ever put this one in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
right. So what you could effectively do is you could move this one to here, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just take the other one out.
Right. Yeah. So if you start here with them both together and go all the way along, and you plot it, and you get all the way here, all of those plots would be on that straight line, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Okay, so that would mean that the level of the water within that tube is horizontal, wouldn't it? I mean, I know you're coming at it from reality view, and nobody's probably questioned you with this before.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you've just expressed there is the water levels being horizontal, right? So let's take it that the water is all the way along there, right? Now, can you see these ones? There's a red one and a blue one.
Yeah, okay.
In the middle there, right? So this blue one at this end, we make it so the water level is the same at this end, and it matches this one, right?
Okay.
What would the water level in the blue one at this end be?
Wait, say it one more time.
The water level in the blue one here,
yeah,
it matches this one.
Okay.
So what would happen to it in the centre?
If it has no on the left, just the blue one.
Yeah.
It would be exactly the same. It would be the middle one.
Okay, so it would be the same as the middle one, right? And then if you
if there was no left one, I'm just talking about on the right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like now you've got the red one. That would be the same as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you've done there is we've got a straight line here, and a straight line here, and a straight line all the way across, which would mean over a mile, that's all the same straight line. Which would make the level horizontal.
Yes.
And if the water level is horizontal, then level must mean horizontal. Then how do you get that horizontal to bend around a ball?
Because you can't do this with 1 mile.
What do you mean? You can't get a tube a mile long?
Well, you can't do this experiment in real life with 1 mile.
It's experiment.
Because it just doesn't work. Yeah, the mind says this will happen, but this has never been done before.
This has never been done?
Well,
hang on.
not in a scale with the curvature of the Earth.
What did you say? What did you say would say this would happen?
No, I never said. I don't know what would happen, but I think this wouldn't really happen if it was in a scale big enough.
Well, what would happen though, right? Because that's what you said would happen. You thought.
Yeah, I would think this would happen. You know, this makes all sense. This all works out. But when you do it with such a massive distance that no one has, I think, I've never seen it before, ever tried.
Okay. So what about like a canal then?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, there's a canal near me. When we do this test, right? When we get to do it, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it around the point that the first sod was dug for the canal. Historic, right?
Okay.
But that particular stretch of canal, it's called the Leeds to Liverpool.
Okay.
But the bit that we're going to do it on goes 27 miles from one lock to another.
That would be awesome to do that.
Right, so the canal is 27 miles long.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the water level in the canal would be like that, wouldn't it?
No, because canals don't actually not really work like this. They pump stuff in it to fill it up and
yeah, but it would level out, wouldn't it?
Well, it depends how much you pump in, but yes, it would level out. But
that level would be a straight line, wouldn't it?
And canal water's not under pressure in any way.
Yeah, it's just an open body of water resting in a big trough.
So the fluid dynamics of the canal water would be exactly the same as the fluid dynamics in the water level.
So have you done this on the Liverpool thing?
The canal's already there, yeah. But what we're doing is we're waiting for the supplier of the thing because we're trying to do it cheap.
Okay.
Like at zero cost to anyone. But like you've just said, you expect it to be horizontal.
Yeah. I expect it. From my thinking, it should be horizontal. But when you have so massive distance from if you use the laser won't be able to detect the other surveying laser to reserve it.
Yeah, the water level, you don't need a sight line with the water level. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. It's just another measurement to get it so the curvature doesn't work on it, you know.
Well, there's no curvature on a horizontal, is there?
No, that's what I'm saying. If you use it to see if it isn't.
Yeah, well, like the tool, like hey, if you've only got 1 point at one end and 1 point at the other end, that's 2 points. They must be joined by a straight line, mustn't they? When it says it establishes a horizontal plane of reference and when the water equalizes in the tube.
Well, it doesn't have to be straight.
Well, the water level doesn't have to be straight. Or a point between two lines. A connection between two lines has to be straight.
Yeah, from A to B, it doesn't have to be like perfectly straight.
Oh, well, we put B in there to make sure. And you said it would be the same, so we could go from A to B to C. And that would be two straight lines, but they would be connected and it would share all of the straight lines on the straight line. So effectively, it would be the same straight line, wouldn't it?
So if you put a curvature in that line, just for a thought,
That would put this one higher.
Yeah, just say there's any curvature right in the line,
Okay. We can play globe model, right?
Yeah.
Play globe model.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, this is a quarter distance of the function, right? Sorry, a quarter of the drop distance for the half distance. Right,
Yeah, so
within
if
your
it-
formula. So if it's 8 inches across the full distance, in the centre, it's going to be 2, right? You all right with that?
Hang on, Bev. Bev, let him explain his model.
Well, no, I don't know. He understands. He's struggling. 2 inches, right?
Mm.
So that goes up 2 inches there.
Okay. Just the line, yeah.
Yeah, just but the level of the water from this end and this end. Are you all right with that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm just thinking.
We're calling this one. This one's called the McToon's model, right? Where you have the middle one lifting up.
Okay.
Okay, because water doesn't really do that, does it? You have to just imagine a model, one of the models, to get the water to do that.
Mm.
But at least this model allows you to think this end and this end would be level, right? Your understanding of level stays the same, right? They're both the same.
Yep.
And this one raises up. So now we've got this water level here that goes from here to here. Right? Now, will this water level match? If it matches this end here, what happens at this end?
It should be the same.
As this middle bit here.
Yeah, it's raised up, so...
Okay,
well,
so
it should be...
Yeah, so this water level here raises up over the total distance by 2 inches. Yeah? I'll do that for you. So this one, blue one, also goes up 2 inches, and I guess the red one on the other side.
Okay, the same.
Okay. This one goes up 2 inches. Right, now you've got this one level from this end to here. That's a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same level as this one? So, is this one any higher or lower, or is that the same as this one?
Oh, with the one in the middle, like.
No, the one in the middle you said rose.
Oh, they're just out.
Yeah. So this one and this one, they're level.
If you do it, I can think it as if it was short distances. Yes.
But it's a mile.
This
is a mile, and then this is a half mile.
Yeah, I would think yes.
Okay. So across the mile with this one from A to C on this water level, we are. There's no difference, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no difference in the elevation of one at C and the one at A.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a photo of this, and I'm gonna show my boss. And I'm gonna ask my boss.
Right. Well, this is only model 1, right?
Yeah.
Because
you can I can have a few guys come here and tell you different answers from what they experience. What they think happens.
Yeah. Well, this one here.
So if you can do it in 10 minutes, I'll take more photos and ask him.
Well, no, this next one's a mind concept. I'd have to wipe the board and start
Oh.
again for the next one. But what you've got to imagine is, right,
Okay.
because you're on a ball, or you were imagining you're on a ball.
Yeah.
You're always imagining yourself on the top of the ball, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. So you're on the top of the ball here at A.
Yeah.
So what's the level of the water at C? We're gonna have to get rid of these because
because it's like if
wait
I
a minute. I tell you
so-
what, we don't need to get rid of these numbers, do we?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to.
No.
So I'll just show how I think I would think how it is. So you have it here, and the water goes here and goes here and it goes up here. Okay.
What are you on your drawing now? I'm still looking on my board, right? But wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Like I say, you're on A. You're on this guy. I'll take this off here because it might confuse you. So, if you're on your ball that you're imagining, and you're on the top of the ball, and you are here, and this water level at C, what would happen to the level of this water?
On the ball, it would be the same.
What, from here?
Yeah, from there to C, if you have enough water and if it's a ball, it should be the same.
It would level out to be a straight line.
Yeah.
Wow, even your model's messed up, right?
Yeah, well, it should be like that.
Yeah, I think you're living in reality, right? But that reality model that you're talking about, that's
well,
they call you a flat earther, right, for saying things like that. You want to watch out who you're talking to.
No, I was just wondering, like, if it would be a circle, and you were from A to B, and if it's a long way distance, like the ocean, from this place to another, it would be the same.
Not horizontal though, right? You can't possibly have a ball with a horizontal, can you?
No.
Have you never thought about how water level manages to curve round a ball yet?
No, I've never worked. I've never done that at work, so I don't really think about it. Really.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Why do you think they've kept that away from you?
Because I haven't learned it, and I haven't needed it.
It's only like level is horizontal. It's not hard to know that horizontal's a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
And if a water level is a tool and a level is a tool for establishing a horizontal, then
like, yeah, I was thinking about this actually. Okay, I have 9 minutes to explain this. Ready? So, it's gonna take probably 2, but I was thinking when I was learning about the building houses here downtown, and it's so close to the sea. So if you build it, so a lot of places downtown are built under sea level. So they're built. The sea level here is always the same, you know.
yeah.
Well, it's a little bit different, but the sea is always at this point. You know, it doesn't change from this point.
You don't have a high tide or anything. You don't have tides.
Yeah, that's so small. You know, it isn't really that much. So I'm just saying, houses that are built further down in the ground, they have problems with seawater going inside their house in the basement.
Damp. Damp in the basement.
Yeah, water flowing in the basement from the ground because it's under sea level.
Well, it's just under ground level, right?
No, sea level. You have it on the ground level. It's a little bit different. So you can have it under the ground level up here in the mountain. That's okay. But when you go down to the sea and you build it underneath the ground and below sea level, sea will eventually come into the house. You know.
Okay.
Water.
So
yeah,
well, what sort of elevation would you put the houses at then? Because that elevation would be the height above sea level. Would you say they build houses at a 0 number?
Yeah, yeah, I would say 0. Well, above sea level. Yeah.
Well, that 0, right? It would be a horizontal plane, right?
Yeah, Yeah, I think the same would be. Well, when I say this, I actually think this would be considered a flat Earth comment that I'm going to say. So from here, the sea level would be the same from 0, then from from another town 5 hours from here.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a like level is a like a horizontal datum, isn't it? And everything like any vertical change is a plus to that.
Yeah, but people would say it doesn't like. I haven't actually think about this, but when I thought about it, what do other globers think about what is holding the sea at this sea level? You know,
I don't know. I mean,
I
as
haven't
far as I
researched it.
know, most of them seem to think like you, but the model overrides their like natural senses, and they
Well,
end
no,
up saying it has to curve.
well, I can't say I have a scientific model of the Earth because I can't do that. And when people ask me for that, I say, man, well, sorry, I can't give you that.
Oh well, you're the nicest like reality believing globe earther I've ever seen. I think.
Thank you. You're probably one of the nicest flat earthers as well.
I'm not a flat earther. Not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No.
none of us are flat earthers in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just live in reality, right? We don't have a flat model because we understand that there is topography in the land.
Oh, I thought you were all flat earthers, you know.
No.
That's
No,
good.
I mean, like, we can understand. You can see mountains and valleys, but we are very much like you. We understand that the water level is horizontal, right? You can't put a curvature in a level.
In actual fact, we're quite the reverse of him because he understands that everything you've just explained to him, but you still believe you live on a ball.
He doesn't know any other way, though, right? He didn't even know we existed. There's people like us out here.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys existed, you know. So, like, got 5 minutes. So I was like, you know, like, I can be on the fence, you know, if I really want to.
Well, I think we can prove it through geometry, logic,
Yeah, but
and
like, then what do you think?
practical. Right, I think level is horizontal. I mean, I've studied it. I know level is horizontal, and I know we use that fact to measure the topography of the land.
So,
Right.
what do you think the Earth is?
I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I've only been to the little tiny bit that I live in, and I live in UK, so we have a little tiny bit, right? But I know that the water level is horizontal, and
Yeah, it's weird.
live in reality. I can't say any more than that. If I don't know it, I can't vouch for it. We can talk about it loads, though.
When people ask me, what do you think? I just say, yeah, we're on a ball, you know. But like I said in the beginning, and I describe myself as a glober, you know. But I can play very hard, you know. I can say, well, we don't really actually know anything, you know.
Well,
and I do this sometimes, you know, because technically we don't know anything. This is just what we believe, you know. We know some things, you know.
Yeah.
So, is the Earth flat? Is the Earth?
The Earth. Well, the Earth isn't flat because we've got mountains and valleys.
Well, well, it could be flat without you even knowing it.
No, that's topography, right?
No, well, think about this. I visited my grandpa. He's not alive anymore, but when I visit him, he says a lot of things that never happened, you know, and it's not real. But for him, it is. So, I'm not saying flat earthers are brain damaged, but
you've been told to say that by people.
No, it's a good job we're not flat earthers in here, then, isn't it?
Yeah. So, it's only what you, like what you see things.
Yeah, but like
It's only what you live through and what you what's it called in English?
Experience.
Yeah, experience and observe.
So,
So you can observe.
have you ever observed any curvature? Have you ever observed any motion spinning?
Yeah, me watching the sun.
No. That is not you experiencing motion. From your point of view, the sun is moving above your head.
Yeah, but I feel like it's still, and when you watch it and when you put video and you put it on a fast speed, you feel like you are spinning around it. You are still.
No,
That's
I've
just what.
never felt that.
Well, that's what I was just saying. It's only what you and I, observe. You know, what we
Mhm.
experience. We experience different things. You find this food good. I find it not. You know.
Okay, curvature.
Hmm?
Ever experienced curvature?
No, because I'm so small.
Scale. Can I ask, have you ever...
I got 1 minute.
Have you ever proved Pythagoras' theorem?
Have I ever proved what?
Pythagoras' theorem, you know, a
Yeah,
squared plus b
Pythagoras
squared equals
with,
c squared.
What a plus b is c.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm just learning that, man.
Have you ever proved it? Or have you
No,
just heard of it?
I just do it. I have it
Okay.
right here. I got 1 minute, so I'll be very quick showing you this.
Yeah, I know that it's a thing, right? I'm
So,
saying,
here it is, right
have
here. I
you
have it right
ever
here, so-
proved it to yourself? I know you can do it and draw it and do all of that, but do you know how to prove it?
Yeah, it says I can read it from the book to show how it is done.
Yeah,
So
no.
it shows you how to prove it.
Okay, right. So you can prove it to yourself. So there is a way
Yeah, I
for
can prove it.
you to gain proof of something through geometry.
Yeah.
Okay, so the geometry can prove things. Now, do you know the etymology of geometry? What it means? The word.
Man, I'm so bad at English, man.
It means earth measurement. So if you can prove things through geometry, then you can prove things through measuring the earth.
Yeah.
Right, so we can prove that the water level is horizontal using tools and practical methods.
Yes, sir. I believe that.
Well, that's jolly good.
Yeah, man.
You just
that's how we actually found out the radius of a ball without knowing it. We're doing Pythagoras.
Right. Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah, man.
Doubling down.
You sound like my dad. but it has to be a ball afterwards. Always.
Yeah,
at the
man.
end.
It has to be a ball.
What does it have to be? You opened your statement saying that nobody knows.
Yeah, I was memeing, man. I'm just saying, man, we'll never know. We can do measurements, we can think we know, it proves stuff, but it's never 100% correct. Because it's only what you think it is, you know? Is this reality? Like, I was talking about the guy and consciousness. Oh, fuck, I'm a bit late. But okay, sorry for cursing. So I was talking about this guy, and like my girlfriend, when she's sleeping, she wakes up, and she thinks reality is what she's dreaming, you know? So she can think the earth is flat or something, you know? And she can think it's real, you know? Or if it's a ball or anything.
A big ball can float in a vacuum.
Yeah. She can think that.
Do you?
I haven't really gone to that because when they're using those words like the vacuum thing and all those, they're using complicated English words.
Well, what about horizontal water level on a ball?
That. Well, it's kind of weird how it works, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would have to be really strange. Like you would have to either redefine a straight line or redefine the surface of a ball.
Yeah. Well, it could be some weird elements screwing with us.
Yeah. Like you would either curve a straight line, or you could make the surface of a sphere into a two-dimensional thing, couldn't you?
Amen.
crazy,
So,
right? Who do that?
Man, I'll ask my boss.
Yeah.
I
I
just
want
want
to
to
see
say
the reaction.
before you go, make sure you come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Of course, I'm gonna come. Oh shit!
Good.
I like you guys. You know,
Yeah.
you're not like toxic. Well, I hope you're not.
No.
No, we just want the discussion. We just want to have this conversation as many times and with as many people that want to have it with us.
Yeah, I mostly like listen because you know I'm bad at English, as you know.
It's not bad. You're pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
So I'm gonna go now. I have to go, but I'll see you later. Okay?
Yeah, thanks for popping
Okay.
around.
Take care.
Anytime.
See you guys.
I'm still recording. Anybody
That was
want to
good.
have any?
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Nice guy.
definitely lives in reality, right?
His technical mind lives in reality.
Yeah, his expressive mind lives in reality. But he knows that the people like he's been hanging around with, what the reaction they would take if he was to say. I mean, he was talking like I would have to say what they, the globe model believers, would call a flat earther. I believe, had there been another globe Earth lover in here, they would have shut him down and silenced him.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I'm surprised God's scalpel didn't shut him down.
Hey man, I knew that it was going to be a good conversation.
Yeah. You say you met him last night, Gods?
Yeah.
over at 24/7.
No, over at Betty's. You know what did it for me? You know, I knew that he was honest right when I was getting Chike. He was doing all these drawings first, and I was getting Chike to try to explain how he would figure out radius with a straight line or whatever. And Chike kind of did it or whatever, but then he noticed that, yeah, it wouldn't have to be a ball. That would also work, that same technique on a flat surface based on your just how far you can see or whatever. And he brought that up himself, and they kind of didn't like that. Chike started arguing against it, and I'm like, yeah, he seems like he's honest, right?
Yeah.
The conversation. So I wanted to bring him over here for a talk and see how.
Yeah, he was exactly the same as the way my dad does it when I talk to my dad. It's like you run him through it, and it's the practical mind goes, yeah, that seems pretty perfect there. Yep, horizontal. Yep, all the same level. Yep. How do you work that on a ball? Be fucked if I know, but I do. I live on a ball, right? With straight lines everywhere, and horizontal water level, and all of that sort of stuff. But whatever it is, the model that's been set in the mind, it's really hard to break. I'm guessing there's a few different stages. But I like that. That was a good one. What was he called? Helgi.
Helgi, yeah.
Yeah. Nice chap.